Hello everyone, Howard here. I'm back with a quick look of Grand Seiko SLGA009 Evolution 9 Spring Drive White Birch. So Grand Seiko has two white birch. This is the newer one, Evolution 9, which has a little bit newer design body. The older one is SLGH005, and what I've noticed is right off the bat, the older one has a little bit more silverish color on the die, so it looks a little bit more like a actual white birch tree. This one is a little bit more lighter. It doesn't look too obvious at all. You can see the sort of the silverish blackish mark on the dial, but overall it looks more white. So when I wanted to do a Grand Seiko watch review for a long time because it's a great brand. It makes him really impressive. The craftsmanship and dial is just so famous for the watch, right? And until you really see it in person, even though I'm doing this video right now, what I'm seeing on the video screen versus actually looking at the watch, whole different story. So if you're interested in, trying out Grand Seiko, gotta try it in person. Look at it in person, see how you like it. So this one, just quickly, 40 millimeters case, 11.8. Lug to lug is only 40.7. This nice little round shape. Lug is 42 at the top, and signature white birch design, simple three hand with a blue second hand. And the Evolution 9, basically, I would say, started its new design in 2021. There's some of the key attributes. For example, the hands have more of a I don't know if I can zoom in close enough, probably not with my regular phone. Grooved hands with additional facets, right? You just see a lot of additional sides of the indexes. So what they did was to better reflect the light. And the light reflection is kind of crazy depending on what angle you're looking at. Again, seeing in person versus the video is completely different. And they also made the lugs wider because they feel it provides a little bit better balance when you're wearing the watch. It's not a light watch though. It's 171 grams, 6.07 ounces thick, if you will. So it's not super light at all. So the famous, Surasu polish. Basically, what they're saying is it's distortion-free mirror finish, and you have some delicate hairline finish, alternate on the side. In my basic explanation is you kind of see the, more of a nickel finish on the side, but a little bit polish around the edge, and on top of the shoulder is again this hairline, nickel finish. Same on the other side. Grand Seiko. One knock against Grand Seiko people that the bracelet is not very comfortable. I mean, I don't know. I've never owned a Grand Seiko, but by looking at this bracelet, it looks very nice. It's a 3-link with a very simple lock. Here's the back of that famous, I think the movement is 9RA2 spring drive, 120 hours power reserve. And what really impresses me is the accuracy and precision, right? I love mechanical watches, but a lot of the mechanical watches, they're just not very accurate. This one, it's spec'd at plus minus 0.5 seconds per day, but more impressively, plus minus 10 seconds per month. That is absolutely insane. Plus minus 10 seconds a month, man. Water resistance, 100 meters. Again, 5-day power reserve. That's 120 hours. Very impressive. Let me put it on my wrist. So my wrist is small, 6.5 inches, 16.5 centimeters, but with a 40 millimeter case, it's not very big at all, and 11.8, not very thick. Plus the design of the sloping down. You see, unlike if I'm wearing a GMT Master 2, the maxi case, the edge is kind of sitting up a little bit, but this hugs. If I tighten the bracelet, it basically hugs perfectly. Absolutely perfect fit. I think, based on what I've seen, a lot of the owners of Grand Seiko already own other nice watches, whether it's Omega or Rolex or others, and they wanted to also, appreciate and try the Grand Seiko. I don't know how many first-time luxury watch buyers will spend, $9,100, which is the MSRP, in the U.S. for Grand Seiko as their first luxury watch. I'm sure they are, but I don't know what percentage. But on the secondary market, though, again, very few brands is going to have a secondary market price higher than MSRP, right? Except a few, AP, Patek, Rolex, etc. Secondary market for dealers, 8,000 to 9,000. But again, price change from time to time. Don't quote me on these. These are just rough estimates. And the private party is about 7,000. I can see actually 7,000 for almost brand new model. So that's 2,100 below MSRP. Very nice. I mean, I'm glad I did the review. It's a short review, but looking at this in person, if you're interested in Grand Seiko, please take a look in person. I think you will appreciate the beauty of the Grand Seiko craftsmanship and the dial. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.